Hello, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into the history of one of the most famous cruise liners of all time, the Titanic. We'll uncover 10 intriguing facts that you probably didn't know about this ill-fated maiden voyage. So let's get started. Fact number 10. When the Titanic entered service in 1912, it was the largest ship afloat. Measuring a staggering 269.1 meters long and 53.3 meters high, the Titanic must have seemed like a floating city. The Titanic truly was a marvel of engineering, stretching an impressive 269.1 meters in length and towering 53.3 meters high. The ship must have appeared like a floating city on the water. To put it into perspective, imagine a structure longer than 2 football fields laid end to end. That's the length of the Titanic, and standing at over 50 meters high, it would have been a majestic sight. The Titanic's immense size allowed for the inclusion of various luxurious amenities and facilities. It boasted grand staircases, opulent dining rooms, lavish cabins, and even a swimming pool and a gymnasium. Fact number 9. Only 3 of the Titanic's 4 funnels were functional. The 4th funnel was actually a dummy installed to make the ship look more aesthetically pleasing. It cleverly served as a ventilation shaft for the kitchen. When you think of the Titanic, one of the first things that comes to mind is its impressive set of 4 towering funnels. However, not all of them were actually used for their intended purpose. 3 of the funnels served as crucial exhaust systems for the ship's boilers, releasing smoke and steam. They played a vital role in the propulsion and ventilation of the vessel. But what about the 4th funnel? Interestingly, it was purely for show. The 4th funnel was a dummy, installed to maintain the ship's symmetrical appearance and enhance its aesthetic appeal. Imagine being the Titanic's designer. Would you have preferred 3 or 4 funnels? Let us know in the comments below. Fact number 8. The interior of the Titanic was modeled after the prestigious Ritz Hotel. Its first-class cabins were finished in the Empire style, aiming to create an atmosphere resembling a luxury hotel rather than a ship. The goal was to make passengers forget they were aboard a ship and instead feel as though they were in a grand house on the shore. When you stepped aboard the Titanic, you weren't just entering a ship, you were entering a world of elegance and luxury. The interior of the Titanic was meticulously crafted to resemble the grandeur of the renowned Ritz Hotel. The designers aimed to create an atmosphere where passengers would forget they were on a ship and instead feel like they were in a magnificent mansion overlooking the shore. Fact number 7. John Jacob Astor IV, the heir of the Astor family fortune, was the wealthiest man aboard the Titanic. With an estimated net worth of $85 million at the time, he tragically perished along with the ship. John Jacob Astor IV was a prominent American businessman and the heir to the Astor family fortune. At the time of the Titanic's voyage, he was considered the wealthiest man on board, with an estimated net worth of $85 million. Astor's opulent lifestyle was well known, and his presence aboard the Titanic added to the ship's aura of luxury and prestige. Fact number 6. When the Titanic began sending distress signals, it mistakenly contacted the Californian instead of the closest ship, the Carpathia. This miscommunication led to the Californian being unaware of the Titanic's distress until the next morning, by which time the Carpathia had already rescued all the survivors. As the Titanic faced imminent disaster, distress signals were sent out into the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. However, a critical mistake occurred during this crucial moment. Instead of reaching out to the closest ship, the Carpathia, the Titanic mistakenly contacted the Californian, which was in the vicinity but unaware of the unfolding tragedy. Fact number 5. Sadly, many of the Titanic's passengers remain unknown. While the official number of deaths on the Titanic was 1,503, over 100 unidentified bodies were buried in Fairview Lawn Cemetery in Halifax. While the official number of deaths on the Titanic was 1,503, it is important to remember that not all the victims could be identified. More than 100 unidentified bodies were found at their resting place in Fairview Lawn Cemetery in Halifax, Canada. The magnitude of this tragedy becomes even more poignant when we consider the number of lives lost and the families left without closure or answers. Fact number 4. During the 26-month construction of the Titanic, There were 28 serious accidents and 218 minor accidents recorded. Tragically, 8 workers lost their lives due to injuries sustained from falls, either from the ship or the surrounding staging. The construction of the Titanic, a feat of engineering brilliance, was not without its share of challenges. Over the course of its 26-month construction period, numerous accidents were recorded. A total of 28 serious accidents and 218 minor accidents were documented, highlighting the hazards faced by the workers involved in bringing this grand vessel to life. Fact number 3. The Titanic wreck lies 3,700 meters below the surface of the Atlantic. It remained undiscovered until 1985, 73 years after its sinking. The task of finding the Titanic was included in a military operation to survey the remains of some nuclear submarines. The separated bow and stern are around a third of a mile apart, and debris from the ship covers an area of 15 square miles. Covering an area of 15 square miles, the debris from the ship paints a haunting picture of the Titanic's final resting place. Broken pieces of the once grand vessel now serve as a testament to the sheer scale of the disaster. Exploring the Titanic wreck is a complex and challenging task. The immense pressure, darkness, and harsh conditions of the deep sea make it a daring endeavor for researchers and explorers. Fact number 2. The violin played by Wallace Hartley, the band's leader, was thought to have been lost in the sinking. However, in 2006, it was discovered in an attic. After extensive testing, researchers confirmed that it was indeed the actual violin played by Hartley. In 2013, it was sold for a staggering $1.4 million. Fact number 1. In a fascinating twist of fate, 14 years before the Titanic sank, an American author named Morgan Robertson wrote a novella titled The Wreck of the Titan. The book depicted a fictional ocean liner that met a similar fate, sinking due to a collision with an iceberg. Interestingly, the fictional ship was also described as unsinkable and lacked enough lifeboats for everyone on board. And there you have it, minus 10 captivating facts about the Titanic that shed light on its tragic story. If you found this video informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay curious.